people, dude.
Spokesman Andrew Bates called the video a deep fake. Notice, not a deep fake, which would be like a made-up video. They're trying to play off that. They're trying to fool you into thinking it's something that's not even fake. What does that even mean? What's fake about it? The video was posted by the Hollywood Reporter, not exactly a conservative outlet, and it's unedited. Biden's people are starting to desperate their lies with their manipulation. Here's one saying that Biden is literally sharper than ever.
That he is sharper than ever.
Creeping out your
and
demons.
again, I want to go back and really underscore
Well,
the fact
Mom,
that his record is very strong.
I'm
He's
done trying to
achieved
explain
more,
this to you, Mom.
as president than
No,
at least
you
the
don't
past
get
4 or
it.
5 presidents before him.
You just
You
don't get
cannot
it,
get
Mom.
that done if you don't have all the faculties.
Really? I can't name a single thing that Joe Biden has achieved. I don't think he can either. Certainly not that's been good for America. He's in all sorts of kind of wars. He's racked up inflation levels that we've never seen in modern times or recent times. It's a total disaster. Is Joe Biden really sharper than ever? I'll let you be the judge of that, okay? Just so we're clear, I read today that his own campaign people want to change the rules of the debate to allow him to sit down while he's debating my father. He's sharper than ever.
What did I just
He
pick
can't
up?
stand like every president in
whatever,
every
dude.
debate that was capable of standing before him. Really? Here's a clip of Joe Biden giving a speech from 2014. 8 years ago. He sounds he can actually speak 3 sentences and says more than 1 word every 10 seconds. Watch for yourself and tell me if you think that these 2 people are the same in terms of their mental acuity, in terms of anything. Watch.
Besides, I told the president, he asked me to be vice president, 2 things. I wasn't going to wear any funny hats. I wasn't changing my brand. There's no way. I'm too old, man. I'm too old. Seriously. Seriously. It's just, how could you remain silent? You know, I have had an opinion of faith in American people. I believed 5 years ago, I believe today, that they're so far ahead of leadership.
Well, guys, what do you think? Hey, live chat, what do you guys think? Same guy? Totally different guy? Same guy that's fallen off a cliff? Maybe the multiple aneurysms, maybe they finally kicked in. I mean, I think any doctor, we can ask Ronnie Jackson about that shortly. I think any doctor would say that, yeah, you can't suffer 2 major brain aneurysms, literally explosions to your brain and probably not be affected, especially as you get older. You know, I don't know. 2 of those? Totally opposite, not the same guy. Has dementia. I mean, is it I mean, it's not even close, right? Give me a 1 if it's different, 2 if it's the same guy. I can't even imagine. Let's see what you guys got. It's a fine card. 1, totally different, 2, same guy. What do you guys got in the live chat? Because I'm kind of curious. Does anyone think this guy's confident? Yeah. All 1s. I'm gonna put in 10. I don't know what
I
that
don't
one
even
is,
know
but
what
I'm
the
gonna
hell,
say
dude.
It's 1 times 10. Yeah, so the question is this. Do you think, what will they jack, any doctors on here, what will they jack him up during the debates with? Allow me to ask Ronnie Jackson that as well. Like, what is there that's there? Should we request drug testing after that? Because if he's able to get jacked up for a couple of minutes, that's not the guy you want, picking up the phone at 3 o'clock in the morning when the world goes to hell. But, I don't know, guys. To me, it seems like a completely different person. But the Democrats want us to think he's actually improved with age. Don't believe the lying eyes, folks. Remember, I think it was, was it Joe Scarborough a couple of weeks ago? This is a better body. He's actually better now. He's
What the
better than
fuck,
he's ever
dude?
been. Perhaps better than anyone in the history of the Democrat Party. We're not sure why, but they'll say this with a straight face. Speaking of intelligence, we hear a lot about artificial intelligence. How good is technology? How badly is it being manipulated like everything else just big tech? It turns out it's not that great. We asked the latest version of ChatGPT for a list of people that died in 2022.
Well, you don't learn very fast.
Franklin Delano Roosevelt,
Uh-huh.
Christopher Columbus, Leonardo da Vinci, William Shakespeare, and even George Orwell. We have to ask that one makes a lot of sense because it does feel like we're living in 1984.
Whoa.
Turns out, none of those people died at age 62. But ChatGPT's premier chat model says that they did. I mean, how do you mess that up? Doesn't seem all that intelligent. ChatGPT just makes a serious false accusation against people, about people. It once claimed that law professor Jonathan Turley was accused of sexual harassment. That's a complete lie. Turley has never been accused of that. Huh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because he's a
Son of a
conservative
bitch.
person talking about the law and how badly it's been manipulated out there. So now if you ask ChatGPT a question about Turley, it malfunctions as something went wrong. What's going on here? Now mind you guys, Apple, rather than create their own AI, they want to integrate ChatGPT throughout all of their new phones, and will let it read your text message. Huh. What could possibly
Go wrong. Yeah.
Oh, you've seen the movie The Terminator. Feels like that's very much in line, and frankly, probably in line with a lot of the Democrat overlords' desire for population. Maybe that's the plan. At this point, nothing would surprise me. They're all about the war. They're all about instigating a nuclear superpower in Russia. Maybe that's the plan to lower the world's population. Who knows? I don't want to get conspiratorial, but those things usually turn out to be 100% true, so I'm just putting it out there. Meanwhile, speaking of Russia, Zelensky wants the never-ending war to continue, and the billions keep coming. At his so-called peace summit, Zelensky had no interest of any
How do I
sort
get up there?
in a ceasefire. So,
Uh-huh.
I have a question for you.
What the
exactly
fuck?
is the end game here? They put together a summit with I read this weekend that they did not even invite Russia. Now, I don't know. I'm new to this, relatively speaking. I am not a bureaucrat. I don't know how you get peace without one of the two warring factions being at the table. They just want the money. They will spend it endlessly. Eventually, they'll be asking our children to go die in their wars. Saw this weekend. How many Democrats signed off to make sure that selective service was a requirement for young women to sign up? Now, I guess they can't recruit men into the military anymore because they don't want to work for a training general or admiral or whatever it may be. The things they're pushing aren't exactly the things that patriots would want to fight or possibly die for. They have the recruitment crisis, so I guess we solve the problem by recruiting our young women eventually into the draft, and then to die as cannon fodder in their never-ending wars so that the PC swamp can continue to get rich. It won't be their kids going to fight those wars. It'll be yours. And we need to say enough is enough. Now, right here at home, guys, Joe Biden has a new solution for the open border. He is reportedly planning to announce tomorrow amnesty for roughly 1.1 million illegal immigrants. These illegals will get work permits, become eligible for tax and benefits, taxpayer benefits, and will be on the pathway to citizenship, probably before the election, because we know that's the plan all along. This will encourage millions
Get off my
of
fucking screen, dude.
across the border.
Fuck.
It always does. You promise them free stuff, you invite them over, and essentially, this is what happens. And it feels like it's all by design.
I'm tired of trying to
Biden
explain
is
shit to you,
quite
Mom.
literally encouraging more illegals to cross, just as we're learning about yet
Something else.
another debt.
Especially DHS.
Police on Saturday
Now you're just not paying
arrested Victor
attention.
Martinez Hernandez for the murder of Rachel Morin, a Maryland mother of 5. The killer is an illegal immigrant across the border last year. He was then captured in Oklahoma. Listen to what the police had to say.
Correct. He's got the 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, and every member, okay,
Yeah, uh-huh.
we are 1,800 miles away.
I don't know.
We are 1,800 miles away.
What the fuck, dude?
The American citizens are not safe. They are. this is the second, just 2 years, that an innocent Harford County woman lost her life to a criminal.
Oh, shit. Get in!
1,800
Oh my god, dude. What are you even doing over there, dude?
in our county to be killed by illegal aliens. Suspects, in both cases, they're suspects from outside. Did not.
Just stayed away, dude.
Victor Hernandez did not come here to make a better life
Oh my god,
for his
dude.
family. He
Really?
came here to escape the crime committed in El Salvador. He came here and murdered me. They got to no one else. But that has never been proud.
Get.
Just last week, CBS reported that 8 million illegal immigrants that were released into the country by Joe Biden were arrested for being ISIS members. Sorry. 8 million. That's probably coming, but 8 illegal immigrants were released from the country by Joe Biden were arrested for being ISIS members. One of the illegals was caught on a wiretap talking about bombs. We have to secure our border.
Where the fuck is that one?
It's too late. That is so critical. That is going to be critical to everything. Our safety,
Oh, it's over
to our
here.
school
I think it's over
infrastructure,
there.
to our healthcare infrastructure, to everything. The Democrats understand they've disavowed all of their traditional bases. They've gone against them. They've failed them so miserably. They understand that they have to import new votes that will be guaranteed, and they do that by giving them money. So, of course, the left remains be out of touch about these
What do I do?
issues. The Los Angeles Times just ran a column that said
No, dude,
the
fuck
mass
them.
importation of illegal
I
immigrants
have a right to
is
free
not
speech, dude.
popular. Oh, interesting. I mean, I don't know that I trust the LA Times for just about anything other than the liberal narrative, except in this case, a new CBS poll shows that 50% of all voters, including 53% of Hispanic voters, support deporting all
It's up top.
illegal immigrants. People want their laws enforced. People want safety. People don't want to live in fear. Imagine that, folks. We'll get into all of this in just a few moments. But lastly, I want to give a shout out to our friend Bryce DeChambeau on his major U.S. Open win at Playing yesterday. He hit an incredible bunker shot on 18. He had a putt, simple putt, but under that kind of pressure, not an easy one to win it all. Check this out. Bryson's a great guy.
Get up!
Father,
Oh, you fucking motherfucker, dude.
Spent time with him. Just super great talent, super good guy. Someone who's really cerebral about the game and science behind it is really interesting. I mean, the guy's just like an innovator. So I want to congratulate him on an incredible tournament. By the way, the shot before that crazy bunker shot was even worse. He was literally under a tree. The ball was up against a root. It took like 5 minutes to try to figure out the right way to hit that shot. You know, went into the bunker and then, you know,
Give me my freaking map back.
under pressure. So great to see him win that.
Suck,
Definitely
dude.
Support your friends. So I love that. I texted him earlier just congratulating him, and he just responded back to how crazy he must be right now after that. So just
Come on, dude. You can't.
So congratulations, guys. We're gonna get into the board here.
Retarded, dude. Retarded.
Been in charge of
Mechanics
that,
and
both
shit.
Under Obama, under my father. In just a few minutes, we'll be talking about all of that. But first, an important message from our sponsor. We talk about it all the time. Protecting not just your financial health, but your physical health. And honestly, what you hear from the media or the so-called experts, as usual, isn't always the real story. Because the biggest threat to millions of hardworking Americans like you is hurting your most vital organs. Microplastics. Toxins, so much more could actually be harming your ability to live a healthy life. But the good news is this.
Yes.
you can actually take action. That's where Pure Health Research comes in
Oh.
with their groundbreaking supplement, Liver
Yeah,
Health
let's
Formula.
go.
The natural ingredients in this formula are designed to support your liver's detoxification process. Translation? It means that you can live a healthier and more active lifestyle with more energy and less fatigue. The formula has 11 powerful, proven ingredients. They have a special offer. Try the Liver Health Formula and also get a free month supply of omega-3 liver health supplements. Visit getliverhealth.com/triggered and take the next step towards a healthier and more vibrant life. That's getliverhealth.com/triggered.
Whoa.
Check it out. And guys, before we get to Rodney Scott, make sure you're liking, sharing, you're subscribing. Make sure you help us get that message out there. Push back against the narrative. Make sure that people understand what's actually going on. So, with that, joining me now, former Border Patrol Chief Rodney Scott. Rodney, good to have you with us, man. How you doing?
Very good. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. I mean, Rodney, we're seeing more and more illegal immigrant crime, right? I mean, you're hearing about terrorists now getting arrested. We know they're coming across. We've seen that. But now it feels like they're acting. They're not murder. It's just shocking. Tell the story perhaps in April of the Maryland mom with stories
This is good.
murdered by an illegal
This is good.
into the country in 2023.
This is good.
It feels like this is so easily preventable. You know, it's one thing if you have something that you couldn't do anything about. How do we stop this once and for all? Because it's just getting insane.
Well, unfortunately, I think it's going to come down on November 5th because what we've seen is the Biden administration acting on their promise. We have stated many times, we showed how the border could be here in the last administration, and to be quite honest, we were making a lot of progress in administrations before that. It's because they actually, your father went to the border security experts and said, hey, what do we need to do to secure the border? And the first thing we did was say, hey, how about we actually know who people are before we let them into the country? Just like your home, make people come through the front door, and if anybody tries to sneak into our national home without going through the front door, one of those ports of entry, we're going to do everything we can to prevent that from happening, because by definition, we don't know who they are. And then now just we're seeing the results of this massive statistic. 3 million apprehended, but 1.9 million known gotaways while we're leaving hundreds of hundreds of miles of border wide open. It's just insane. We have no idea who's mixed in, but we do know one thing. None of them stay at the border. It's a transit area to get into the United States, and once they're in, they can move freely wherever they want. We're suffering the consequences of Biden's horrific policy.
I mean, what's it like down there right now? I mean, you obviously, we've had you in Oklahoma, we've had people talking about it all the time. I mean, the morale must be a disaster. We don't even know who's coming into our country. What's the vetting like? I mean, is there any, does it matter? Are they even trying anymore? Are they penalized for actually trying to enforce even the basics of the law, meaning the Border Patrol agents that are down there? Because, like, if 8 ISIS terrorists get in, they're talking about bombs.
Wow.
Right here. How many are we missing?
I would do it.
Yeah, so shout out to the agents. As individuals,
I'm never going to come here
I believe
again.
they're still trying as hard as they possibly can. I talk to a lot of those guys all the time. They pinned on that badge, took an oath,
Nope.
and then they give up holidays. They give up time with their families to go protect America every day. And it's devastating what's going on today, because this is what they see every single day that Americans need to understand. When you see the videos on TV of massive numbers of illegal immigrants coming across the border, illegal aliens, and then surrendering to Border Patrol, that is a staged cartel activity. The agents know that. That means that the cartel has figured out how many agents it's going to take to wipe out all the law enforcement so that they can get second ways people or things that pay more or narcotics or whatever else they don't want to give up into the United States with very, very minimal risk. And the agents literally are in this hamster wheel, if you will. The cycle happens over and over and over again, but because of the policies of this administration and no effort whatsoever to slow it down, you literally can't leave 1,000 people that are standing on the border to go catch 3 more. Although the agents make some pretty good on the call or on the spot risk assessments to make sure that they are still catching what they can. But that 1.9 million is, you know, those are known. That's what the agents saw and couldn't respond to. And again, they didn't stay at the border. They're in every town, city, and state across this entire nation.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like the morale must be crazy low down there. I mean, I'm not coming across the southern border, but I've traveled to, you know, El Salvador in the last 3 weeks. I was in London last week. I was in Hungary. You know, coming
Stop.
into this country, so I've gone through, you know, customs, you know, in Florida, and literally to a T, like every agent has seen me there, like, I mean, the high five, the thumbs up, like they all seem to get it. I don't want to even talk about my porch. I don't want to get someone fired because I'm sure that would happen because there would be reprisal. But it's actually amazing to see even those guys. You know, maybe they're not on the southern border, but almost to a T. Just, hey, can you guys get back in there and fix this stuff? I mean, I think they understand what's happening with their colleagues, you know, that are on the border, and they get how much of a disaster it actually is. It's just sad to see that level of demoralization across an agency that has pushed so many people past.
I could jump in on that now too. They're all at the southern border. Let me explain what I mean right now. So whether it's U.S. Border Patrol, there's too many people to process. The agents on the southwest border can do it. So agents on the northern border, Florida, Louisiana, they're using a Zoom-like app to process aliens that were caught by agents on the southwest border. That's taking them off of their patrol duty. But it gets even worse. This administration
One guy.
is literally flying people into airports all over the United States under that CBP-1 app and under their illegal use of parole. So those CBP officers that you interact with...
Let's see if I can choke you out now.
...legal U.S. citizens and legal trade and travel into the United States. They are actually pulled off the line to process over 1 million illegal aliens they know for a fact have no right to be here. And, just as importantly, those CBP officers were gainfully employed before this disaster that Biden invited on. So literally, they know they're missing fentanyl, they're missing child porn, they're missing all kinds of trade violations because they are processing illegal aliens to be here. So it's the entire United States that's affected.
Hope you got some stimmies.
One's the one that gets me, obviously.
Hope you have some stimmies.
I mean, all of it is so terrible beyond just being overwhelmed by, you know, in many cases. You know, you hear about the Venezuelan gangs being let out because it's like, hey, it's cheaper to send them to America than it is to house them in our prisons. So let's do that. But you know, the fentanyl one is amazing to me. I mean, when I read the stats of 100,000 deaths, like that's Vietnam. Just so we're clear, like 100,000 fentanyl deaths a year. That's 2 Vietnams. That was like a 12-year war. 2 of them in a year, and it's like, oh ho hum. Like the fact that this continues is crazy.
Hope you got some stimmies.
I think a lot of people misunderstand, like, unlike narcotics in the past where people just overdose, and they're quote-unquote drug addicts, have all kinds of issues, and I'm not discounting.
Come on, baby. Choke out. Choke out. Let's go.
They are not drug addicts. They think it's a prescription drug that they've got on the black market.
Thank you, Lord.
And it turns out it's a drug called laced with fentanyl. I call that poison because they didn't know what they were taking. And I'd be remiss. This is all restricted by China. China is a nation actor. They're taking the situation of Mexico on purpose. They're helping manufacture the fentanyl, and then they're as happy as can be as we're killing off, you know, our next generation of Americans.
Yeah, no, I talked with someone, and it's sort of amazing that China, the ties back to America, and some of these corporate shell entities that are literally donating to Democrat, you know, policymakers, probably Republicans.
Immortal.
But, you know, it is shocking to me that you can have that level of debt. I didn't actually realize that a lot of it was just prescription drugs. I thought it was sort of, hey, people would have otherwise...
One kill.
I don't know,
Choked out.
reasonably harmless.
Let's go.
I mean, I know it, you know,